Psalm 32. Blessed is the one whose transgressions are forgiven, whose sins are covered. Blessed is the one whose sin the Lord does not count against them, and in whose spirit is no deceit. When I kept silent, my bones wasted away through my groaning all day long. For day and night your hand was heavy on me. My strength was sapped as in the heat of summer. Then I acknowledged my sin to you, and did not cover up my iniquity. I said, I will confess my transgressions to the Lord, and you forgave the guilt of my sin. Therefore, let all the faithful pray to you while you may be found. Surely the rising of the mighty waters will not reach them. You are my hiding place. You will protect me from trouble and surround me with songs of deliverance. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. Do not be like the horse or the mule, which have no understanding, but must be controlled by bit and bridle, or they will not come to you. Many are the woes of the wicked, but the Lord's unfailing love surrounds the one who trusts in him. Rejoice in the Lord and be glad, you righteous. Sing, all you who are upright in heart. When I was a freshman in high school, I remember talking to my mom one day. I think we were out getting fast food, and I just turned to her and I was like, what if I don't go to college? Like, do I have to? Because I thought that my education would stop at high school. Going into high school, I didn't want anything to do with learning the white man's education system or whatever. I was very deep into social media, and I was really captivated by that whole idea that the education system was set up to fail the youth, especially people of color. And fast forward a few years later, I just got an email today saying that I was accepted into a university that I've been praying about, and I just wanted to make this video to testify about the goodness of God and just his sovereignty over my whole life. I had no hope for my future. I didn't have a plan for my future when I was younger, and I wasn't brought up with that strict, this is the way to go, this is what you're gonna do. All I knew was, okay, I'm gonna go to college after high school, but what else? And even going to JUCO, junior college, after senior year, I didn't really know what I was gonna do. I went to college because the boyfriend that I had at the time was going, so I was just like, whatever, might as well. And I went with the major that I thought, okay, well, I've always wanted to be a cop, might as well just take criminal justice. And so I'm continuing on with that major, going into this university, and I'm set to graduate in the summer from this junior college. And I remember over this past summer, I remember praying, and I asked the Lord, because I was taking an online class and I did not want to take the class. The course, homework assignments, they were so stupid. And I was just like, Lord, if you don't want me to take this class, just give me a sign. And I go onto the student portal, and I'm all set to drop the class. I'm like, okay, God, this is just too stressful. I hear you. I'm gonna drop the class. I go and I check, and literally the date to drop the class was just the day before. And I was like, all right, Lord, I hear you. I'm gonna finish this class. I passed it with an A. And I'm taking another class this intersession, but I have a few more classes before I'm set to graduate. And it's very easy for me to fall into this thinking pattern, oh my gosh, I achieved this and I'm on the brink of success. This is the beginning of my years of success or whatever, you know what I mean? I could credit myself, but something that comes to mind even now is Deuteronomy chapter 8, I think verses 17 to 18. Let me read this. And so I think this is Moses talking to the people, and he's warning them, and he's saying, you may say to yourself, my power and the strength of my hands have produced this wealth for me. But remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth, and so confirms his covenant, which he swore to your ancestors as it is today. And I was reading through Deuteronomy yesterday, actually, and I was just going through those chapters, and something that came up was just like so many warnings from Moses towards the people, like saying, "Don't forget the Lord your God, because if you do, His anger will be against you." And I've just really been sitting with that and feeling like, dang, like I could really mess this up if I let this like just slip through my hands, if I start being idle, if I stop being committed to the Lord, like everything can go to crap if I let it go to crap. And I, no joke, after I finished praying, after I had received my acceptance letter, or acceptance email technically, from the university, I checked my phone. Where's my phone? I checked my phone, and I had gotten a text as I was praying, but I was like, no, I'm not opening my eyes right now. I'm gonna finish this prayer. And so as soon as I opened my eyes, I read this from one of our elders at church. And she sent this song. It's called "Can't Steal My Joy" by Josiah Queen. And all throughout the prayer, I'm crying and I'm telling the Lord, Jesus, I feel scared. Like, what if I mess it up? What if I mess it up? And like, she says this: in hard times, God leans in, pulls us close, and reminds us that He, not our circumstances, is the source of true hope. Oh my God. He wants us to be saturated with joy and peace, not because of what is going on in our lives, but because we put our trust in Him, because we trust in Him. And this person who sent the text to our group chat, she's poured into my life in so many ways, like especially throughout 2024. And yeah, I just wanted to get on here and testify about the ways that the Lord is showing up in my life right now. Like when I had no hope, when I had no plan, even as I'm struggling to trust Him in this season of my life, like what if I mess it up? He's just reminding me that like I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. And yeah, I guess like, yeah, I just wanted to share that because that's just really encouraging to me, especially considering the fact that literally I was okay. So I woke up in the middle of the night. I was like, dang, like I should probably pray and read my Bible right now because I'm awake. The Lord has me awake for a reason. And so I start reading through the Sermon on the Mount, saying, "Blessed is he," or "Blessed is the one who blank blank blank," and then all that other stuff. "You have heard that it was said to those before you, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth." I'm just reading through all of that, and like all throughout the night, I'm like, dang, like I'm tired. Like I don't want to be awake right now. I don't want to spend time with the Lord right now. Like I just want to sleep. And the Lord, in the same way that He provided the heavenly manna to the Israelites as they were going through the wilderness for those 40 years, I feel that like as I'm going through the wilderness in the middle of the night, I'm like, dang, like I don't want to follow. I mean, not that, but like I don't want to spend time seeking Him right now. I would rather be sleeping in the same way that the Israelites would rather go back to Egypt than continue on in the wilderness. Like that's the thing that I see. I remember reading in Deuteronomy yesterday that the heavenly manna that was sent down from heaven, it was like a way for the Lord to test these people to see if they would really obey. Let's see. Deuteronomy 8 verse 3. He humbled you, causing you to hunger, and then feeding you with manna, which neither you nor your ancestors had known, to teach you that man does not live on bread alone, but on every word that comes from the mouth of God. And so, yeah, like considering the fact that like even when I didn't want to spend time with Him last night, and even waking up this morning, like I'm on my phone scrolling the whole freaking morning. What are you doing? And my Bible's wide open on my bed. I turn away from it because like whatever, like I'm just gonna keep scrolling. And then I get this email from the university, and then I get that text talking about how much the Lord loves me and how much He wants me to feel joy. Like it's like forget about me. Forget about what I earned and what I deserve. in the same way that the Israelites and their righteousness was not what earned them the promised land, me and my efforts and me and my righteousness is not what earns God's sovereignty over my life. He's always had it. He's always had his loving eye on me. And I just want to give him all the praise and all the honor publicly on my channel, just sharing about this. The Lord is good. He has always been good. And this is just what he's doing in this season of my life. And I'm so excited and afraid. But yeah, the Lord's going to bring me through. And I can't wait to have more stories to tell about him. So thank you for watching. Bye.